Hey guys, and welcome to Farm Simulator 2017 on Oakfield Farm. So as you can see, we have a little bit of the millet to harvest. We did this in a live stream, and what a beautiful looking crop. Now, we're not going to finish this off today. We're going to finish that off probably on the live stream yesterday for you guys. What I want to do is, we have, just go to the farmyard, such good yields with the millet and all of the added multi-fruit into the game. It's almost like they're too good to be completely honest. I feel they are too much. It's topping out the silos. So I may go into the map and tweak this, but we need to get rid of it. So I think today we're probably, not the whole video, but a good chunk of it maybe, we're going to be taking this to the sell points basically. So for doing that, I'm going to rent a truck. Now which is cheaper? That's 30k, that's 10k. There we go then. We've got our truck. So it's going to cost an arm and a leg, this. And tippers. Lease that. And I'll wait for that to arrive. And then we will be on our way. Alrighty, it's here. So we'll go fill this up with whatever is the next highest crop. And go sell it. We'll be going to the hilltop site, so it's going to be a little bit of a drive. And as far as this goes, for the time being, we would just park it around the corner over here. Now I'm doing something different. I think pretty much everyone who saw Friday's video last week, around the 10-minute mark when I started spraying, I don't know if it was the raw video or me or the sort of rendered version of the video, it lagged hardcore. I have no idea what that was. It did not do that in game, so that was something after the fact. I'm pretty sure it could have been sort of in the process of rendering, or the actual video clip. I'm hoping not. Because of that, and the fact that stuff like that keeps on rearing its head and annoying the absolute poop out of me, I've just decided, screw it, I'm not going to record the videos at 60 FPS across the board. The map is very capable of it. For whatever reason, certain mods in the yard are bringing that FPS down dramatically. I don't know what it is yet. I may set up a separate game save and go through it and figure it out what mod is doing it. I've heard that Ago's tractor actually causes FPS drops, which I don't know how true that is, to be honest. Again, I want to experiment at some point. That's full load, so that's spout by the looks of it. And we'll take this on its way. Of course, this is all part and parcel of farming. And the farm silos can be taken as grain dryers, and, well, now taking it off to be sold. So today I got a really late start. I couldn't get to sleep last night for the life of me. Went to bed fairly early. And I think I last looked at the clock at 20 to 3 in the morning. I was watching YouTube videos to try and get tired. And then I kept on finding more and more videos. Anyway, and then this morning, Jess couldn't find her badge to get into work. So, not only does she need that for around where she works, she needed to get into the building. So I was up helping her look for that. So I went back to sleep. I went back to sleep, and I think it was like a little after 11 o'clock time I rolled out of bed after all of that. So I am really behind today. You guys can see up in the top right hand corner, that's the time where I am at right now recording. It'd be Monday. You see this tomorrow on Tuesday, 12:07. I stream at 2 o'clock. So, yeah. Ideally, I'd like to get another video done. Whether it'll happen or not, I don't know. And that's probably going to be a bulk record on West Coast Day, to be completely honest. So hopefully it doesn't lag out again. I'm going to go through spots of the recording. I did update my graphics drivers, so anything's up in the air. One of these days I'll update Morellis and see if that's now working properly, or whether it freaks the hell out while recording, which is what it used to do. That's why I stopped. Well, that's why I had to backdate so far. So Monday's video was American Truck Simulator, solely because Sunday just got absorbed with, honestly, went to a hockey game, and I've got back into my summer car, and I let that go the better of me, as I knew it would, and I've been playing way too much of it. So that's where my Sunday went. I never got a chance to record a Farmson video. My own doing. Completely my own doing. So I think, I don't want it to happen again, but I think this week I'm going to try and get next Monday's video recorded. And as it stands, kind of surprising. It being Monday, we still haven't seen any new mods on the mod hub. Probably not going to now, because it's 5 o'clock over there. Actually, 6 o'clock. Very surprising. Very little mods on Friday and Monday. Considering they've got apparently over 500 mods to test. Surprised they're not pumping them out, but I guess the testing is going to stay very integral, which is a good thing. Although there probably are a couple of people that think they're not. Alright, so this should make us a good amount of money. It's not going to be anything crazy, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. Final number is 29k, so we have actually made back a good chunk of the money that we spent on renting the truck. That's the thing, like, although there's actually a mod that came out on FSUK that I'm really tempted to look at. Well, I will be getting it, actually. I'm putting it in the game. I knew that was going to happen. Is how often do you actually need your own truck? Because you can rent it. Just then I made 29 grand. I think it cost me 13 grand to rent it. So although one load is not worth it, if you've got to sell a bulk load of crop, which we do, even if it's just one crop, it's worth it. The trailers aren't that much. You could just buy the trailer, use a dolly for the tractors at times, and then rent a truck. Seems worth it, doesn't it? I always sort of anticipate working to get myself a truck, but I don't know if it's really worth it. Spending all that money when you can lease it and make your money back in one trip. And you take how many loads of grain it would be, but you'd have to sell to pay off the truck, effectively. It would be a tremendous amount. Alright, and we're away again. You can see the field that we partly harvested up there too. Real neat. Although it does look like barley from this distance. The distant textures I don't think are there from that one. Although I could be running an older version, I have no idea. Absolutely none. Now of course, people keep on asking, when's Oakfield out? When's Oakfield out? I understand some people don't watch all the streams and all that, so they don't know. Oakfield was uploaded last week, so the 8th, when the Giants went back to the office. And I believe, I have not heard this, don't know if it's true, but I believe Giants are operating as at a first come, first served basis. So the first mods that were uploaded, they're going to be the ones that get released sooner than all the others, which should be the fact. So I know why Auction David did upload it on the 8th. Mainly because in some cases it needed it. There was lots of little tweaks ended up getting added. I would say we, but there ain't no we. So from there on in, I get it. The other logic there could have been it was at the top of the pile, so they could have got to it first. But in reality, I think it's one of the last. So it could be a while before we see it. Honestly, it really could be a while before we see it. Nobody knows the date. Nobody knows when. The only people that may have an inkling are Giants. Oxygen David has no idea when stuff's going to be released. You can't set a time, I don't think, on Giants Mod Hub. Say, I want it uploaded on... I'll throw a date out there, the 17th at 11 o'clock UK time. You can't do that to my knowledge. I'm not saying you can't. To my knowledge, you can't. So, who does that lead down to? Who knows? Down to the QA team. Apparently there are only 3 people. Now, if it's true and it's 500 mods over the holidays, I presume some of the devs may come in and help. Or they may stay strong and keep the 3 people. Now, I don't know if that's the QA team. Now, of course, some people say, well, they should hire more. Well, it's only over the holiday they've had an influx of this sort of number rumoured. They'll get through it. Just means, for a while, we're going to have a lot of mods. Downside, if you know your favourite modder has uploaded something, it's probably going to be a long time before we see that mod. Like Oakfield. I think it's going to be quite a while. I got a sneaking suspicion, midway through this month, maybe towards the latter end, we'll see it. And maybe even early February, if it's true and there is over 500 mods to go through on Giant side, because that's going to take quite a bit of time. At the same time, will we see that amount of mods on the mod hub? Probably not. Let's face it, there's probably going to be issues and they have to fail some of them. It's just part of nature, part of the testing standards. And the climb up the hill begins. I do like this truck. I say it every time I drive it. Absolutely awesome machine. And I got suspicion that I'm only going to be able to get one video recorded before figuring a few things out. I need to see what Sim's doing. Sim was asking if I'm going to be around at 6 o'clock for his stream, but I don't know what he's doing. I think he could be doing Fernbus, so if that's the case, I am definitely not needed, so I could record another one. But at the same time, I need to eat. I need to have something to eat for my stream. Or I could scrub my stream completely. At the same time, I really don't want to do that. Now, I should actually ask, and so I'll ask here, it's not too far in the video. How many of you actually go back and watch the whole live stream archive from start to finish without skipping? Kind of curious. I may put a poll up on my channel as well, under the community thing, because that's something I'm actually interested in. Now, I always try and put them up. Granted, I haven't been. I know I should. Maybe I'll start doing them on the West Coast days. As I know West Coast, I think it's losing traction personally. It may not be. As I say, I was planning on closing it down at 50 episodes, but depends if there's anything else that comes along. There is a map that I have heard of, and the guys in TeamSpeak were talking about it, and it's kind of got my interest, so I may take a look-see at that and see how optimized that one is. Be something different. So in theory, we should be making... no, it'll be under 20k. Well, under 29, I'm guessing 25k. Prices are going to start dropping too. Yeah, 23. Alright, back this up out the gate again, and we'll figure out if we've got anything else to do. Which I'm going to be completely honest, I don't think we really do. So let's take a gander at our field. So that's that gone. That's the millet there, I believe. Once we've harvested the field, then we'll go off and sell that, which will be probably in the stream. So next episode, towards the back end of the week, if you see a sudden money increase, that's why. We'll get rid of that one too. Because let's face it, I know you guys don't want to see this. Some of you may. Most of you probably don't. I know what the general consensus is as far as that stuff goes. What's that? Wool's good. They need grass. Really again? Jeez. And the crop. So we have rye in 34. And one thing we've just done by doing that, 21. We can. That's a mission field. So, if that's anywhere near growers growing, we can probably do a mission on that field actually. And this is the last stage. Does it need fertilizer? Actually, it could do with fertilizing. Alright. As in Friday's video, let's see if it was connected to the sprayer. I will watch the raw video back after me recording this, more than likely. I don't know if I should just go to here. I know where the sprayer should be. There it is. I'm actually going to need to fill that bad boy up too. Fertilizer is here. So the skid steer down at the bottom of, well, in the pellet. Oh crap, that's seeds. Son of a gun. In the pellet making facility. We're probably going to get rid of it. Why? Well, yeah, the Massey, the industrial Massey. I like unique machines, and you don't see too many industrial tractors around anymore. Probably they got converted to everyday sort of farm use tractors by collectors and whatnot that didn't want the industrial look, unfortunately. So we're going to keep that. It's not got the maneuverability that the skid steer has. It doesn't act correct when there's a lot of weight on it, which is a downside. But it's unique, and I like unique stuff in the game. It's something different. It's something that you're not going to see everyone using all the time. And that's my phone going off. It could well be Sim. No, that won't be Sim actually. So that's all ready. I know a few people in the streams were voicing their irritation on me in the same fields all the time. Well, with the money I got, I can't really buy any new fields. I want to kind of expand into animals and stuff like that. Now, something we could do actually this episode is sort the pigs out, the pig feed mixer. We could definitely do that. So we'll probably spray this field and go ahead and do that actually. And we could start getting set up for them. Now we've got the beads in the mixer. We need to add the water and grain, which I think I have some wheat, hopefully. If not, I'll probably have a field of barley or wheat. Next, I think I'll put barley in. Now what will I do with the straw with that? We may make bales, I don't know. If I do make bales, I could actually rent that truck on stream at some point to pick up the bales. That's when I tend to do a lot of the bale work now, guys. I'll save some for probably on camera, but not much. It's just easier to do it on stream. Got so much more time to not kill, but to use. I don't have to do so much cutting and splicing. Well, not even splicing, but pausing in my case. That's why I love Marilla's action. I say it time and time again. It has a pause button. As far as I'm aware, there's no other recording software out there yet that has a recording, but has a pause button. So I can pause right now and be at the top of the page. That's why you see sort of jump cuts like that. That's not me editing it together. That's me doing that. Where if I move to a different program, which honestly I probably should. Now I've got a decent mic, I could get away with it. I can balance the audio and it'll be fine. Some machines may be quieter than others though. It's having it like one the mic on one audio track and then the game audio on a different track, which Mirillus does. Works amazing. I need to update it, like I say, and we'll see if it's any better. Oh, this is a big field. What have we got in here anyway? Rye. Not harvested any of that yet. I really do wish there's left tram lines in the field. Well, this is where it started lagging on Friday's video. Hopefully me just recording at 30 FPS, it'll be fine. Now, I'm not doing that because of the map's optimization, trust me. The map is actually really, really beautifully optimized. There's something in my mods that I've got on the game save that in the yard it just nukes my FPS. It absolutely decimates it there. And I have no damn idea what it is. I'm going to have to go through and probably, like I say, create a different game save or just start selling everything that's not stock in game until I can look in that direction again and go, oh wow, look at the FPS come back. Including the palette stuff and all of that. No, I believe Creative Mesher actually got a fairly good update coming up for that. And there's my phone again, I need to put that on silent. For the straw add-on, which I am looking forward to. It's something that I think they should have patched a lot sooner than later. Okay, I'm not going to say who has emailed me, because that's really shocking. In a good way. In a good way, people. But yeah, as I say, the stuff that they did definitely need to fix sooner, I feel. Instead of adding extra features and going, hey, look at what we got. But it's still decent. It is a decent add-on. As add-ons go, I know it shocked a lot of people when this type thing happened. Giants used to do add-ons quite often. Third-party add-ons. I believe it was FS11 where we got biogas add-on and stuff like that. I can't remember who made them. But they used to be a thing and all of a sudden they stopped. Probably because of the console market and maybe the backlash that would have it not being on console, which I feel in some degree this has kind of happened. But that type of stuff, it's always going to happen, unfortunately. Alright, it should be somewhat lined up to overlap that. Put on our GPS. Blip. Now, a question I get a lot is about the GPS. Has it updated because they see the black HUD there? No, it's a skin from Mod Hoster called it's either hard. I think it's hard GPS skin or something like that. I believe it's in my mod spreadsheet. It just cleans that up and makes it look a hell of a lot nicer, in my opinion. It does have a issue where sometimes the PNG on it's a little funky. Where can I put it so you guys can clearly see it? Okay, there. Now, if I bring up Courseplay, if you follow where my cursor is, just here, you may be able to see a faint black line. That's to do with this. This is PNG, basically however they made it, they need to get rid of that black line. It's something I could do very, very easily. It's never bothered me to the point of having to do it. That's the only issue it's got. And then the GPS sounds you hear, the Green Star John Deere noises, like that, they are from FS15 converted across because it's just a sound file. You can do that very easily. It's drag and drop because the GPS still uses the same thing. So I'm always going to keep those sounds around. To me, they're just more pleasing than the standard GPS sounds in the game. I am surprised, and I would like to see a form of GPS added into the game, because what the game really is all about, modern day tractors, most of them have the capabilities of having a GPS unit installed. Not saying all of them, but most of them. Now I think I've skipped a whole bunch of lines. Oh, have I? Maybe not. There we go. Nope, we're in parallel. That's the thing, when it gets to this sort of height, you really have to zoom out like this to see the spray line. For me personally. Because right now I can't even see the lines on the ground. Pain in the butt. That's what I'd like tramlines. Now I know the Proceed mod can do that. I need to get that back installed. It's been so long since I've used it. It is a good mod. And having that installed, well, tramlines will be there. I won't need to use GPS in theory, he says. And that should be this. And then we can go on to sorting out the pig area. Which, as I say, they just need, I believe, the water and grain, and they're good to go. And we can buy up the pigs at some point, once their food's made. Which I'm looking forward to getting them going. And then we will be looking to get the dairy going, which, in between that stage, I think is when I'm going to really look at my what mods are causing the FPS drop in the yard. Because it's kind of irritating. Another thing that's been happening on streams, a lot of you guys have been seeing this, is the green flashing. No idea what was causing that. I have a hunch what was causing it, and I don't think it's happened since I've changed the setting. And that was the computer downscaling to 720p. Why was I doing that? That was a suggestion from Mr. Simulate when the internet was just completely crapping itself in the back end of 2017. My sort of methodology about that has always been, why stress the computer more and downscale to 10 or to 720 when you can just push out unscaled and then bring your bitrate down. Yeah, the quality is going to be kind of crappy, but hey. Now I'll do some speed tests before I start. Maybe able to up the bitrate. Monday streams are always a complete cluster for whatever reason. So irritating. I may be saying, what do I mean by that? Well, there's usually things that go wrong. OBS settings or whatever. It's try to put it in, but what other crops it put there? That's rye. Seeded. Growing. It's at a different growth stage and it's acting weird. May have to tell, wow, oxygen's around on the stream later, you'll see. To enjoy the nice trundle down the road. $38 miles an hour. Birdie. Maybe you may be saying this is too quick for the cedar. Go look. Oh, the cedar sprayer. Go look this sprayer up in real life, on Horsch's website. This thing has an incredible road travel speed. Which is, I find it weird why we can't change the steering on it. Because there's no way on earth this thing will be doing 38 miles an hour in four-wheel steer. It'd end up on its back end. I don't see a selector anywhere for it. That's probably it there, to be honest. I don't know where they got the cab from. If anyone knows, let me know. I'm really curious where this cab come from. What tractor it's out of initially from the Horsch. It's like, is it New Holland? Is it Case? Is it a combine, maybe? I don't know. It looks more tractor than anything. Maybe even a Massey, I really don't know. But this is hands down the best sprayer in the game. 100%. The Horse Pack, people would have paid for. I think Giants really dropped the ball on that one. And I've heard a lot of people say that. Quite a lot of people. Alrighty, we'll jump in the T6 here. Yeah, it's definitely not a New Holland cab. Back up to our water here. Not sure how much we've got left in this. I think the tank takes 10,000 litres to 10 tonne of water. We'll probably fill that up in this episode and we'll call it quits. I need to get something to eat for dinner and see what Sim's doing, I guess, and now reply to that email that I got. Which, yeah, kind of a shocker, if it's what I think it is. Actually, you know what? We could probably do the grain at the same time. If I can get by. What we could do is... yeah, what? Nah, there's no way. No, I don't want to be dealing with that. Maybe all confused what I was on about that. I was going to use the 135, and I know people would end up going in the comment section, you can't use the 135 for that, it's too heavy. Which I know it is. It'd be something different. Again, so that gets me thinking maybe I should get a trailer for the 135. And get rid of the Richard Weston trailer. Which... oh really, this has got grain in it too? What the heck? But don't do that. Which I may do. As much as I love the Richard Weston trailer, it does have the shader issue, and... I could get the massive one from Black Sheep Modding, the small massive one, if it looks good behind the 135. And have, like, for cases just like this. Now, what grain do we have? Weasel barley. I believe we made it take wheat, and we have neither, so we can't actually do anything with it. Son of a gun! Wow. I haven't taken a thumbnail, I just realised. Crap! Yeah, well. We'll go for an artistic, very boring one. As we go past the church practicing. Alrighty, as I fill this up, there's nothing to see, so it doesn't really matter in that respect. I will bid you guys farewell. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Like I say, let me know in the comments down below how many of you actually watched the Livestream archives from start to finish without skipping. I'm really interested in. I always will post them, but is it really worth it? If you guys get what I mean. So, until next time, catch you guys later. See ya!